Hong Kong sounds like an expensive destination, right? But I think that if you plan it properly, you can do it in a budget. And now, if you're wondering how much does a trip to Hong Kong really cost, then in this video, I'll give you the exact details of how much did we really spend on a 1 week trip to Hong Kong. And by the end of this video, you'll not know just what we spent, but also how much will you spend for a trip if you go as a backpacker, a mid-range traveler, or if you go full luxury. Towards the end of the video, I'll also be sharing some money saving tips for your Hong Kong trip. So make sure that you watch the complete video, and without any further delays, let's get started. Okay, for us, the total worked out to be 8800 HKD for 7 nights per person, and that includes everything from flight, hotels, visa, and transportation, food, and even 1 night of luxury stay in the Venetian hotel. Here is a quick breakdown. The flight is the biggest chunk, followed by the hotel, which is about 1/4 of the total expenses that we did in Hong Kong. Attractions and food were almost equal. And then you have got transportations and little some extra costs here and there. I told you this because the first two things, the flight and the hotel, decide the total budget for your trip, because the attraction, food, and transportation remains nearly the same for everybody. Okay, so now let's go category by category so you know what exactly will be your expenses for the Hong Kong trip. Hong Kong is visa free for Indians, so though your visa cost is zero. But just in case if you have to apply for tourist visa, it will be around 230 Hong Kong dollars. Okay, the first major expense for your trip will be your flight. So there are direct flights between various metro cities in India to Hong Kong. You can generally find fares around 2200 Hong Kong dollars between India and Hong Kong if you book early or book a flight with a layover. But these prices go up depending upon the month you are traveling in and the festivities in the country. For us, we booked a direct Air India flight from New Delhi, and the cost was around 2500 Hong Kong dollar per person, because this was in the first week of December, which is the peak tourist season in Hong Kong. If you're looking for a more convenient flight or on a more convenient timing, the flight prices can literally go up and you have to pay as much as 4300 Hong Kong dollar for a return flight. If you're traveling on budget, my money saving tip here will be to book your flight at least 3 to 4 months in advance and avoid the peak travel season, especially the festivities like Christmas and New Year. Things are very expensive in Hong Kong. Not just the flight, but the hotels and other activities as well. Okay, now let's move to the second category, the second biggest expense for your Hong Kong trip. That are the hotels. So we booked Regal Kowloon for our stay in Hong Kong, and it costed us around 820 Hong Kong dollars per night. For us, this was a mid-range, comfortable space located in the heart of Shim Sha Tsui, and it was so easy to get around. But if you're on a budget, you can find hostels and guest house in the same locality for as low as 300 Hong Kong dollars for a night. Also, if you're on a budget, you can look for accommodations in the Mongkok area or the Causeway area. These localities also have lot of budget friendly accommodations for your stay in Hong Kong. For a mid-range hotels like ours, expect to spend somewhere around 800 to 1000 Hong Kong dollars for each night. And if you're going for a luxury options, especially in the central area or with the harbor views, expect to spend around somewhere 2000 Hong Kong dollars for each night. Please know that these prices are tentative and can vary with the time of the year that you're traveling in, depending upon the months and the season and festivities in the country. Okay, one quick clarification that I want to bring up here is that our total budget for Hong Kong also includes 1 night of luxury stay in the Venetian Macau. The single night stay in this property costed us around 2500 Hong Kong dollars for a night, and therefore it pushed our budget on a higher side. So be mindful of what you really want to experience in Hong Kong. So if we would have just skipped staying in Venetian Macau and just would have done a day trip from Hong Kong, our total would have been a little on the lower side. As we are talking about the accommodations, my personal recommendation would be to stay in Shim Sha Tsui area, because it is closer to the harbor and have great connectivity to the entire city. But if you're on a tighter budget, I think Mokong is a great alternative to stay in. Okay, now let's talk about the attractions, because Hong Kong has a lot to do. So I have listed down on screen all the attractions that we did in Hong Kong along with the cost. So roughly the paid attractions add up to around 1400 Hong Kong dollar for one person. But the great thing about visiting Hong Kong is that it has places like Kowloon Park, Chin Lin Nunnery, Nan Lian Garden, Won Tai Shin Temple that are free to visit and explore. If you're going on a tighter budget, you can do a little less of the paid activities and more of these experiences to make up your time in Hong Kong. In fact, there are budget ways to explore the famous destinations in Hong Kong, like Big Buddha, by going there via bus instead of the cable car. That saves a lot of cost. So you really have to plan smart if you are on a tight budget. Let me know in the comment section if you need the list of the free activities that you can do in Hong Kong. If you're going on luxury, you will probably want to do all the paid attractions that Hong Kong has to offer, and in fact few private tours as well. Honestly, there is no limit to the number of paid attractions that Hong Kong has to offer, and the numbers are increasing every single day with new museums, theme park coming up every day in Hong Kong. Okay, my tip here will be to buy your tickets ahead of time, either through the official website or the aggregators like Klook. It saves you both the time and gives you some discounts if you book online. Let us now talk about food. Food in Hong Kong can be as cheap or as expensive as you make it. For us, the meals worked out to be at around 85 Hong Kong dollar per meal at a mid-range restaurant. Since we are vegetarian and we were traveling with family, we often ate at the Indian restaurants in the Chungkin mentioned Chim Cha Shui area. We also carried a lot of ready-to-eat food and snacks item from India for eating during the day. So it saved a lot of money for us, honestly. If you're traveling on a budget, you can spend as low as 50 Hong Kong dollars on your meal by eating at convenience stores like 7-Elevens or eating snacks or at the local shops. For a mid-range, expect around 200 Hong Kong dollar per day for your meals. And if you are into Michelin star dining, expect around 500 Hong Kong dollars per day for your entire meal. So we are now in the last segment, which is the logistic and getting around. Honestly, transportation is one of the easiest thing to plan in Hong Kong. The Octopus card is your way to go, and you tap it everywhere on train, buses, taxis, and even in the convenience store to get your food and other necessary items. So when you buy the Octopus card, there is a refundable deposit, and when you return it, there is a small fee of 11 Hong Kong dollars that is deducted from your card. The remaining balance is refunded in cash. So overall, Octopus card is very economical and very easy to use. And this small deduction make it totally worth for the convenience it had to offer. So we mostly use Octopus card for our entire trip in Hong Kong, and we did a total recharge of around 200 Hong Kong dollars for 7 days. And if you're planning to take the Airport Express from airport to Hong Kong City, it will cost you around 90 Hong Kong dollars. Taxis are the most expensive way to get around Hong Kong. We did a red taxi from our hotel to airport on our last day because our flight was early in the morning, and it costed us around 200 Hong Kong dollars for one side. Overall, the public transportation in Hong Kong is not very expensive. It is easy to use and very reliable to get around the city. Let us now also talk about the cost of traveling between Hong Kong and Macau, because that is one of the things which people generally forget while budgeting for their Hong Kong trip. So ferry is the most convenient way to travel between Hong Kong and Macau, and one-way ferry costs around 150 Hong Kong dollars to 220 Hong Kong dollars depending upon the operator, the time of the day, and the day of the week. So for a round trip, you can expect around 450 Hong Kong dollars per person for visiting Macau. There is also an option of visiting Macau using buses, which is generally cheaper than the ferry, but it involves more immigration checks and luggage handling. So we tried both the ways of traveling between the two regions, the ferry and the buses, and honestly we found ferry to be more comfortable and convenient for traveling, especially with the kid and the family. Let me also quickly talk about the SIM card and connectivity in Hong Kong. It is another small yet necessary expense that you have to add to your budget. The SIM cards are easily available in Hong Kong either at the airport or online platforms like Klook or the local city stores and convenience stores like 7-Eleven. On an average, expect to spend around 100 Hong Kong dollars for a tourist SIM card, and it depends upon the number of days and the data that you have taken. Some extra expenses that we had on our side, and I want to highlight it so that you can also keep them in mind while planning your budget to Hong Kong are. So we booked a private transfer from airport to our hotel in Hong Kong, which costed us around 450 Hong Kong dollars for 5 people. The second point is that we carried USD in our Thomas Cook card as usual, and we withdrew Hong Kong dollars as per needed in Hong Kong. Third thing is the travel insurance, which is also a very important part of your travel, but it is not accounted in the budget that I was telling you. And of course, shopping. Hong Kong is known paradise for shopping. So make sure that you keep some budget if you are planning to shop in Hong Kong. Honestly, you find great deals and brands and you will be tempted to shop. So make sure you definitely have time and budget in hand. I know I have given out so many pointers during the video, but then I just want to compile it one last time that if you are traveling on a tight budget, here are a few things which can really help you for your Hong Kong trip. First thing is that please apply your PAR before you make any booking for Hong Kong so that you are very sure that your PAR is successful and you can enter Hong Kong and you don't have to wait for the actual visit visa, which can take up to 6 weeks to get. Book your flights at least 3 to 4 months in advance and make sure to avoid the festive seasons like Christmas and New Year for your travel. Buy attraction tickets online ahead of time. Look for any discounts and coupons available on the platforms like Klook and Get Your Guide. If you're in Hong Kong and traveling by yourself, make sure you mostly stick to the public transportation. It is much cheaper than the taxis. Do not just plan for the paid attraction. Make sure that you take out time for the free attractions. They are truly beautiful and worth your time. And finally, stay in Mongkok region if you're really tight on budget. But personally, my recommendation will be to stay in the Shimsha Shui area, even if you go for the budget accommodation and hostels and guest house there. Now that we have discussed the different categories in great details throughout this video, let me quickly summarize how much will you spend for each travel categories, and you can see the details on my screen. To keep your budget in check, I would highly recommend to track your expenses as you plan your Hong Kong trip. And to do that, I have created this Notion template which you can download from the link below. It already has a lot of Hong Kong related pre-filled information in it, like visa, best time to go, and some of the major attractions that you should visit while in Hong Kong. You just have to log on your flight, hotel details, and the things that you're planning to do in Hong Kong. It saves a lot of time for you while planning your trip. So that was our real cost of traveling to Hong Kong for a week. The number came out to be around 1 lakh per person for us for 7 days. But these numbers for you will depend upon your travel style and the number of days that you plan your trip, and of course the time of the year you go. If you want my exact itinerary along with the expenses, please reach out to me on my Instagram account. And if you found this breakdown helpful for your planning, please give this video a like, comment down below, and subscribe to my channel and follow along the journey. And if you're planning your Hong Kong trip by yourself, please do check out my video, The Complete Guide to Hong Kong, which is linked in below for your reference, where you can find everything that you need to know about visa, flight, where to stay, and I'll see you there. Thank you so much for watching.